The humanitarian situation in Somalia and the region in general is uppermost in our minds. The scale of humanitarian suffering is immense, and the international community is mobilizing and trying to meet this remarkable challenge. The TFD and the AMISOM both have limited resources to exploit the opportunity presented by the withdrawal of Al-Shabaab. Pockets of Al-Shabaab remain in Mogadishu. The security situation remains precarious, and the insurgents are likely to resort to terrorist attacks and guerrilla tactics targeting the TFD and AMISOM forces, and unfortunately, even the internally displaced and other civilians.
Tens of thousands of children have already died, and many more will die in the coming days unless aid is provided to them. Under 5 mortality rate are higher than 4 per 10,000 per day in all areas of the South, peaking at 13 per 10,000 per day in the riverine and agro-pastoral areas of Lower Shabelle and among Afgoya and Mogadishu IDPs. Let me illustrate what 13 per 10,000 per day actually means. It means that by the time I go to bed tonight, 13 people, 6 of whom would be under 5, would have died. And tomorrow, 13 will also die and will continue the day after that unless we can reverse the trend.
Probably we need between 12 and 15,000 soldiers to be able to control this situation efficiently. But we don't have them. We don't have them, we don't have enough armored cars, we don't have other capacities like air capacity and maritime capacity. On the whole, I think Shabab, they are weakening, and with a continued effort, we would even be in future ready to expand to other regions so that Somalia can stabilize and the people pick up their pieces and rebuild their country.
But the most challenging part is access through distribution by humanitarian workers. Mogadishu may now be relatively free, although numbers are really swelling up of IDPs from all over, and all the food that is arriving and assistance is almost outstripped by the new arrivals into Mogadishu. And we are trying to cope with that. But there is still an issue in the rural parts, and the strategy is to bring food as close as possible to the Shabab-controlled areas so that the victims of famine can have less distances to walk before they can be assisted.